Welcome to one and all present here. I am Mrs. A. Kanimuni, Associate Professor, Department of Mathematics, NPR College of Engineering and Technology, Nattam, Dindigul. In the previous class, we had a definition of a graph and some examples, suitable examples, some simple graphs we had. So, following that, now we are going to see an isomorphism of graphs. So what is the definition of graph isomorphism? Definition: a simple graphs G1 equal to V1 E1, that is an ordered pair, and G2 equal to, that is a graph 2. For the graph isomorphism, we supposed to have two graphs, G1 equal to V1 E1 and G2 equal to set collection of V2 and E2. That V and E are we already know that vertex sets and edge set are isomorphic if there is a bijection and one n.2 and 1 to 1 and on to function f from v1 to v2 with the property that a and b are adjacent in g1 if and only if f of a and f of b are adjacent in g2. For all a and b in v1, such a function f is called an isomorphism. In other words, g1 and g2 are isomorphic if their vertices can be ordered in such a way that the adjacency matrices mg1 and mg2 are identical. From a visual standpoint, g1 and g2 are isomorphic if they can be arranged in such a way that their displays are identical, of course without changing adjacency. Unfortunately, for two simple graphs, each with n vertices, there are n factorial possible isomorphisms that we have to check in order to show that these graphs are isomorphic. However, showing that two graphs are not isomorphic can be easy. For this purpose, we can check invariance, that is the properties that two isomorphic simple graphs must both have. For example, they must have for finding an isomorphism of graphs. The main condition is we supposed to have two graphs. Considering these two graphs, this is the condition for finding isomorphism of two graphs. First one is two graphs should have the same number of vertices. If G1 having a 4 number of vertices and then G2 also having a 4 number of vertices, the graph design may be different, but the number of vertices is same and the number of edges are same. Then same degrees of vertices, degree should be same. There are three main more conditions. One is the same number of vertices, same number of edges and the same degrees of vertices, and mainly we are checking the one-to-one function, that is adjacency. Note that two graphs that differ in any of these invariants are not isomorphic, but two graphs that match in all of them are not necessarily isomorphic. So this is an example for finding isomorphism. Are the following two graphs are isomorphic? Now we are going to check. So for the graph G1, that is a first graph, we have A, B, C, D and E are the edges. Here also A, B, C, D and E. Therefore number of vertices is 5, therefore both are equal. Number of edges we have in the G1, E1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So number of edges also same. Okay. Yes, these two graphs is isomorphic. X. How? They are isomorphic because they can be arranged to look identical. You can see this if in the right graph you move vertex B to the left of the edge A comma C, then the isomorphism f from the left to the right point is f of A equal to E, that is a mapping to E, and f of B equal to A, and f of C equal to B, f of D equal to C, and finally f of E equal to D. So we have one-to-one adjacency, therefore we have therefore the above two graphs are isomorphic. Example 2, how about these two graphs? Similarly, we are checking number of vertices, number of edges, that is adjacency and one-to-one adjacency and degrees of all the vertices. So considering these two graphs, the solution is no. They are not isomorphic because they differ in the degrees of their vertices. We are checking the degrees of each vertices that are not suitable for G1 and G2, not equal for G1 and G2. Therefore, vertex D in a right graph is of degree 1. Degree 1. On the graph G1, there is no single degree vertex. Therefore, these two graphs are not isomorphic. So, but there is no such vertex in the left graph. Therefore, these two are not isomorphic. So, consider this example. These G1 and G2 are isomorphic graphs. Next we have the definition connectedness. It is easy to understand the concept of connectedness on an intuitive level. Roughly speaking, a graph is connected if it is possible to travel from any vertex to any other vertex along the sequence of adjacent edges of a graph. The formal definition of a connectedness is stated in terms of walks. Definition: let G be a graph. Two vertices V and W of G are connected if and only if there is a walk from V to W. The graph G is connected if and only if, given any two vertices V and W in G, there is a walk from V to W. Symbolically, G is connected if and only if V is for all vertices V and W belongs to vertex set of G. There is a walk from V to W. If you take the negation of this definition, you will see that a graph G is not connected if and only if there are two vertices of G that are not connected by any walk. These are all example for connected and disconnected graphs. For the first graph A, we can go any vertex to any other vertex. From V6 to V3, we can go via V5, V4 and V3. So from the graph A, we can move from any vertex to any other vertex. Similarly, B, C, B. Consider B. Consider the vertex. Consider the graph B. Here V4 is an isolated vertex. There is no edges or incident to any other vertices. Therefore, there is no walk between any two vertices that through to V4. Therefore, B is not connected graph. Similarly, we can split two set of graphs. That is there are three components. We can split three components. That is V1 V4 is one graph, V2 V6 one graph, and V3 V5 is no graph. There is no path between V3 V4 V4 V5 V2 V1 V1 V6. There is no path between these two. V2 that is V3 V6 V2 V5 V4 V6 V1 V3. There is no path between these two vertices. Therefore, this is a disconnected graph. This is the justification of that above graph. A graph represented in A is connected, whereas those of B and C are not connected. To understand why C is not connected, already we defined, we discussed. We know that in a drawing of a graph, two edges may cross at a point that is not a vertex. Thus, a graph in C can be redrawn as follows. We can split into three simple graphs. Therefore, that is not connected. For the connected graph that cannot be split into two, that is called a connected graph. Next, definition, components of a graph. Definition, a graph H is a connected component of a graph G if and only if H is a subgraph of G, H is connected, and connected subgraph of G has H as a subgraph and contains vertices or edges that are not in H. The fact is that any graph is a kind of union of its connected components. This is the example for the connected components of the following graph. These are all the components. G has three connected components H1, H2 and H3 with vertex sets V1, V2 and V3 and edge sets E1, E2 and E3. So these are all the connected components isomorphism of graphs. So next topic we will see on the next video. Thank you.